Reality is harsh in the beginning, while illusions can be cruel in the end. The theme of illusions, the theme of human endurance and meaning is presented in Martin Eden, the iconic novel of Jack London. Actually, the work has philosophical content. This novel combines aesthetics with philosophy, existentialism, with sophisticated perception of life. Martin Eden is a complex character. In the beginning, he wants to become a famous writer, mostly to find meaning, to find his place in this world. And then, as the book progresses, he achieves it. In the end, he receives whatever he wants, overcoming immense challenges, turning life's barriers into opportunities, and showing truly great resilience. But what happens next? He's not satisfied with that founded meaning, the meaning that he found that doesn't bring him joy, doesn't bring him groundedness. Here we can remember Oscar Wilde's words, who said, "There are two tragedies for human being. First, when human cannot achieve whatever one wants, and second, when something you want you achieve." So both cases are tragical, so to speak, maybe a bit exaggerated by Oscar Wilde, but he actually depicted the human nature. Both cases, when you receive and you don't receive whatever you want, may be tragical, at least in Martin Eden's case in the novel. The book explores illusions, illusory nature of human condition, illusory nature of one's dreams, one's purpose. When something seems true to you, you contribute to that, you put effort, time, your emotional, mental, psychological energy. But years later, you understand maybe this was not the right path. This is something that happens with Martin Eden, and it really collapses him. He finds his actually this character in the beginning is quite uncomfortable with meaninglessness, while unfortunately many people are comfortable with meaninglessness, but Martin Eden not. He wanted to find meaning, he wanted to find existential grounding, and he does. But then comes the hardest part: existential disappointment from everything, from everyone, from society, from the higher class society that he wanted to take part in, to be part of. But then all turns into vanity. And what is the solution? When I taught this class in my literature club, I tried to offer a solution for Martin Eden. This is a discussion for another video, what kind of psychological consultation could we give Martin Eden to solve his existential crisis, like that happens in the end of the book. But importantly, Martin Eden, instead of overcoming his psychological emptiness, existential emptiness, trying to find maybe new meaning or evaluating his current meaning of life, current motivation to live, inspiration for life, he delves into deeper vanity, the vacuum of disappointment, the existential vacuum of disappointment, of a struggle, and no purpose, not seeing forward when future no longer inspires him. And Jack London is a great writer. His novels are overall, they have societal context. They reflect societal challenges, maybe sometimes the emptiness, criticizing the emptiness of societal aspirations, which may not align with literary, with individual aspirations, like in Martin Eden's case. He starts with illusions, but he doesn't start with illusions. He starts with reality, but then gradually turns it into illusion. This book has a tragic end. Martin doesn't continue his life, doesn't continue his existence within the world of being. But this is not only literal death. This is more of a metaphorical death, a metaphorical inability to live in society, to live as a human being. Martin's character is complex. It sometimes seems he's a sailor. In Jack London depicts great, miraculous natural beauty, the beauty of ocean, comparing it with life, and Martin travels as a sailor, but he wanted to become a writer, as the writer says, to hear what the world hears, to see what the world is seeing, to feel what the world is feeling. He tried to reflect that existential beacon within his heart as a writer, within his mind as a thinker, and within his hard work as a sailor. His travel across ocean for less than a year taught him important things about nature, human struggle, but mostly contributed to his wish to become a writer. He becomes a writer, but Jack London describes it as not an easy journey. Many times editors reject his works. Many times he doesn't find even basic level financial remuneration to continue his existence, at least at a basic level. But then there is a time when his fame begins quite unexpectedly. But what happens here, as I mentioned in the beginning, he finds whatever he wanted, but it no longer carries the same weight, the same level of inspiration that he initially expected. Here again, as Oscar Wilde said, the tragedy happens. A human being doesn't receive and receives whatever they want. Of course, it doesn't apply. It cannot be applied in any case. Each case is context dependent, but Martin Eden's character is the complexity of this character teaches us the concept of illusion. We are like an engineer on an aesthetic context, like aesthetical engineers, if you can say so, trying to understand the construction of illusion, the construction components of illusion, destroying it, and who are more comfortable with illusions than reality, they may, like engineers do, they may recreate it, although not recommended. To sum up, this novel is one of the greatest books in American literature, in Jack London's works. It's not only about illusions, but about the danger of illusions and how to prevent that danger. This book is all about the meaning of life and how to to be comfortable not only with meaninglessness, but also with meaning. Because sometimes meaning appears, you find whatever you wanted, but it no longer carries the same inspiration, the same level of satisfaction that you wanted. So this book teaches to be resilient, enduring, and reaching whatever you want, but being careful. This book teaches existential carefulness, not only to be careful with meaninglessness, but also with the presence of meaning, and taking the next step, being comfortable with your aspirations and whatever you have found. And most importantly, being careful with illusions, because reality begins with being harsh, while illusions end by being cruel. So reality is harsh in the beginning, but not in the end. And illusions are maybe sweet, in the beginning, but maybe even anchoring. But then they are quite bitter and cruel in the end. This book is about not tolerating illusions and being careful with them. To sum up in one sentence, Martin Eden is a wonderful book to explore the meaning of life, to reflect your own meaning of existence, your own place in the world, and learn from Martin to be a better existential wanderer. For your existential quests to be more grounded and safer, I'd say. This much for this book. In future videos, I may continue delving deeper into this character and other characters as well, maybe, as well as some quotes from the book and other dimensions, because this is a multidimensional book and there are many layers in it to explore. Thank you for watching this video.